Hi guys, so I have a question for you. What kind of life do you lead, and how different is it from the life that you would like to lead and you would like to have? So this is something that is really interesting because I am preaching and preaching and talking about this, but I have to admit and be completely honest with you guys and say that some things I was not even, it just didn't sit until the full awareness and full understanding inside of me until recently. So as I always say, everything around you is just a reflection of your point of attraction. So everything is law of attraction. Whatever you see around yourself, whatever life you are leading is actually a point of your attraction. So how to change that? Well, it is simple, but it's not easy. Simple and easy are not always the same things. So basically, the first step that you need to do is become more observant. Become like a person sitting in the audience and looking at display of your life that it is. So you have to see yourself from the audience perspective. That means you have to start observing your thoughts. You have to start observing the conversation that you are a part of every day of your life, and also the conversation that you start and conversation that you lead, or even give more fuel to continue. So what are you mostly talking about? Also, what is your inner conversation with yourself, inner talk? How do you approach yourself? How do you see yourself? And also, what are you doing from day to day? So it's really easy to say, okay, do this, and sometimes we are so certain that we stand on one point, but a matter of fact is that we are actually completely blind to what we are doing to ourselves all over again. And then certain things happen, and then we are like, what the heck happened? Because I'm such a positive person, I don't invite that in my life. And the fact is, yes you do. Yes you do. You're just not aware of that. It's like, it's for you, it's so normal to act the way you act, to think the way you think, and to just talk the way you talk. That is normal for you. You don't see anything off with that. When you feel negative emotion, you're so used to it that it's normal for you. So the way out of that is actually step back, take a step back, and start observing yourself. Start observing your thoughts, your conversations, your a choice of words and wording that you are doing on a daily basis. For example, I have many friends, of course, but some of the friends that usually pop up in the last few months that I am spending more time with them, I started because I'm starting to be more aware of what I am and who I am and what I am attracting, and also how I am vibrating. I'm also more observant about the conversations that I have, and of course, especially with the conversation that are started by somebody else. And I have to tell you that in my immediate circle of friends, most of them, if not all of them, are really negative. From the point of view that, it's social injustice, and of course the government is doing this, and the prices that are going up. And myself, I also started many of the conversation in that same tone. So, it's like, I'm not saying that that's not the fact, but also the fact is that there are many people thriving in really, really difficult situations. So where on that spectrum do you want to be? Do you want to be amongst the people who are really struggling and being in a victim mentality, or do you want to be amongst the people who are thriving? So for me, there is no doubt I want to be amongst the people that are thriving. So with me doing the things that I'm doing so far most of the time, and just continuing on this way, I'm not going to put myself in that point of attraction. And actually, law of attraction is reflection of yourself. So whatever you are focusing on, That means if you are talking about how government is really mean, or how, like banks are really corrupted, which is quite often that has happened in my life, especially recently. So I'm going to tell you just a little digress, and it's going to, I hope, make more sense to you what I'm trying to tell you about. So I opened a new bank account, and this bank account is low maintenance. It's online bank account, and it's no fees, and it's with this bank. So I'm not going to tell the name because I don't want to advertise anybody, but I was really happy with that. And my first and only reason why I did that was because I was tired of paying fees for somebody else handling my money and then charging me charging me on top of that. And I was like, okay, because they already are having benefits of handling my money. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And then at the same time when I was doing that, they had this promo for new customers, for brand new customers, that they're going to give, like, if you have 3 months in a row of direct deposit in your account, you're going to get after 3 months $400 of incentive, like a thank you from them. So I set up my direct deposit, which is government based. And I was like, okay, great. And then after 3 months, I didn't get anything. And I was like, what the hell is happening? So I waited 2 more months and I didn't get anything again. So this time I decided finally to give them a call. And I called them and I was like, okay, so this is what's happening. And I still didn't get it. So what's the problem? I don't understand. And then the guy told me, like, oh, you see, the direct deposit that you set up was not the one that is approved. Which is such a BS, but I'm not going there right now. But after all of that, what I ended up feeling with was me being miserable, feeling so disempowered, and not being valued enough. And then when I asked, okay, so when can I close my account and then go and open another account? Am I going to be considered as a new account member again? He's like, no, because we have your information. I'm like, yeah, but if I close my account, I'm not your client anymore. And then after a while, if I want to come back and become a new client again, I'm again, in a sense, a new client. Yes, returning client, but a new client, because you haven't been dealing with me for a long time. He's like, yeah, but we still have your information, so no, you're not a new client. And I'm like, so much about this privacy and information. He's like, oh, the government needs it. The government needs it. I'm like, okay, so I do have a background in law, and I can give many reasons why this shouldn't be that way. But let's put that on a side. And then I was thinking about it. Okay, so how come did this happen to me? Like, why am I feeling this? And what did I brought in my life to reflect this? And then I went basic. And I was like, so the purpose for me to get this account was not to get those incentives, but it was for me to get the free account, because I wanted that kind. So basically I won on that. I got what I wanted. But again, also it reflected what I actually deeply felt about myself, and that is that I am powerless and I'm weak and everybody's against me. So basically that was my mirror, or what my inner world is. So I do need to work on my own personal empowerment, because I am much more powerful than what I felt at that moment and what I allowed to attract in my life. So I hope that you can resonate with that. Also ask yourself, what are you feeling from moment to moment, and how is that a reflection of yourself, your deep self, in a way that you are living your life. Okay guys, that's it from me for today. See you on my next video. If you do have any questions, you know the drill, just put them below in the comments. And of course, if you need any help from me, you know how to reach me. Bye bye for now.